Friends, we are very happy to inform you that e-modules are prepared for B.Ed program at Telangana by the School of Education, Osmania University under Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme MHRD New Delhi. It's indeed our pleasure to share with the teacher educators and the prospective teachers and get maximum benefit out of it. It's a first of its attempt by us. We continue to add many more such lessons to share with you all.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Vanita and I've been in the field of teaching methodology, biological sciences for more than a decade, and I find this topic very interesting, where how do children learn science or how children learn the important aspect of doing science. The cardinal principle of learning science is learning by doing. Science cannot be taught as a theory subject. The practical skills in science are of foremost priority in learning scientific concept. Learning of science without practical work is incomplete. So, we find the practical work equally important as the theory is. In sciences, the finding in science are put to test in laboratory. So whatever is being learnt to its fullest when it is done in the laboratory. Learning by doing is done only through experimentation. The aim of science teaching is to inculcate the values of science in the students. It includes to equip and prepare an individual with certain values, attitudes and skills in science. A science teacher instills attitudes and skills in science. A science teacher promotes scientific temper. Children learn science through different activities which are being carried out in the classroom, laboratories, field trips, etc. So, when we see about the different definitions of science as given by famous personalities, one of the famous personality is Dr. D.S. Kothari, who has given about science as to learn science is to do science. There is no other way to learn science. According to UNESCO Mission Report on Science Teaching, the guiding principle of science education consists in combining theory and practice. When we go through about the different process skills which are used in sciences or how children learn science, it is through different processes. So, some of the different processes are experimentation, which is very important in learning science. Second one is measurement. So, what are the experiments children do? They are first measured and then experiment is being done using time and space relation. So, experiments is in relation to the time, in relation to the place where they are doing, and observation, very important process in sciences. So, when we know about different kinds of theories of Mendel, Mendel has done the theory of or the laws of genetics through observation. So, observation plays a very important role in taking into consideration about the development of a theory. Dissection is a crucial aspect or one of the important process skills in sciences, where there is a chance for the student to explore the particular plant or the animal, where the child is observing the different parts of a plant or the animal by dissecting it. And prediction is another important process, where the student is able to predict a particular experiment through the theory. The child is able to frame hypothesis based on the particular theory and by experimenting it. And drawing inferences, classification and controlling variables are the different kinds of processes which are there in sciences. And when we are having a deeper look at the first important process skill, which is experimentation. So experimentation is a process which involves doing experiments. So since the experiments are there in the class 1 to class 10, and the subject is being explored by making the student do different kinds of experiments. One of the very popular experiment is adding test, which is to test the presence of starch. So in this kind of test, it requires iodine solution, and this solution is made by dissolving iodine in potassium iodide. So how to perform this test? In this test, we are adding iodine solution directly to the food sample, and dark blue black color indicates the presence of starch in the food sample. We also have different kinds of tests of carbohydrates. Another example of the test is the Bendix test, which is used to test the glucose or present in the particular sample. So Bendix solution is used for glucose testing, where we are boiling the food to be tested in the test tube with a little of Bendix solution. If glucose is present, then the mixture will be changing from blue to green, and then yellow, and then brick red. So there is a transition of the color from blue to red if the mixture is having glucose in it. So this is very popular test of carbohydrates, and it is the quantitative test of Bendix. So experimentation is very crucial, and scientists have related to and come out to a theory by doing lots of experiments. And as children, they are exposed to different kinds of experiments from the class 1 to class 10 to make them equipped in learning science. And when the children are doing the experiments, then they are learning science. So the second important process skill is measurement. The scientists gather and share data about the world by using common standards of measurement. For example, for the length we are having inches, feet, meter, light, years, and when we are to measure weight, we are using the measurement units of measurement like pound, gram, kg, etc. When we are using the different kinds of units of measurement for volume, we are having quarts, gallons, liters, etc. And the units of measurement for time is second, hour, year, etc. So the experiments of the change of pressure. So here we are having the experiment related to the change of pressure moving water measured in the U-shaped tube. So next one is the process related to the use of time and space relation. Young children need help understanding objects and events taking place outside the current space or time. And the students are exposed to concepts such as changing seasons, life cycles, lunar cycles to help them develop an awareness of events outside their environment. For example, studying the life cycle of bryophyte, or carrying out studies of tissue culture in laboratory, studying the life cycle of some of the elements like cystosoma and xylostoma, where they are having a specific period of time in the life cycle, and they are having different kind of host. They are having the main host and the intermediate host. So like this, the importance of the time and space relation is very crucial, and it is one of the process skill in sciences. In the fourth important process skill is observation. Observing is using your 5 senses to gather data about objects and events in your environment. So the role of the student is to strive to use as many of their 5 senses while making observation, and not only rely on what they see, but they can observe and they can feel, they can touch, and this is the important aspect of observation. Observing the germination of seed, tabulating the time, days taken for seed to sprout and becoming a plant. So various experiments have been based on observation, as told earlier about Mendel, who observed the pea plant and various variables related to pea plant, which are the height of the pea plant, the color of the flower, the pod. So these are the different variables where he has taken the observed these plants, and he has tabulated the information about this, and then came out with the laws related to genetics. And among the processes, skills or sciences, we are having the dissection, which is cutting the organism or a plant to examine the required system of study. For example, when we are to study the stem of a dicot or a monocot, so the student has to cut the stem and examine it in a slide in the microscope. So on observation of the dicot stem or the dicot root, they find the vascular bundles in a ring, which are placed in a ring. So this is the characteristic feature of the dicot stem. Whereas the monocot stem, when it is dissected and section or transverse section of the monocot stem is taken in a slide and examined in the microscope, we find the vascular bundles are scattered, and by this we can make the observation about how the transportation of the plant, the transportation of water and food material is done in the monocot and the dicot. So we can confirm by the vascular bundles, by the arrangement of vascular bundles which are there in the dicot stem, by making it that there is a very systematic flow of the food and water through the vascular bundles which are arranged in a ring. Whereas in the monocot stem, the vascular bundles are scattered, and we can know about the observation about the plant and observation about the water and the food material which are transported through the different kinds of sieve tubes of the phloem and the xylem present in the vascular tissue. So dissection is a very crucial aspect of the process skills, where when we are examining the dissection about the animal, we are carefully cutting open the animal, and we are highlighting that the system we are studying by putting the black paper in the arterial system or the venous system. So dissection is very important in sciences, and it helps us to develop the skill of dissection, making our skill in the subject which is science. Prediction for the scientist is forecasting future events based on observations and inferences. Accurate predicting requires many pieces of information and how they interact. Prediction of the green color of the leaf because of chlorophyll is one of the example of prediction. So prediction means we are forecasting an event based on observation and inferences. For example, we find the food which are produced in the plant, and we can confer that the plant is producing the food, and the fruit is sweet because of the fructose and the sugar which is produced by the plant, and the chlorophyll in the plant is preparing the required food material, and which is being transported to the fruit. So prediction is based on different kinds of observations which are done. For example, the blood of human beings are red in color because of the presence of hemoglobin in the body. The hemoglobin imparts red color to the blood. So different kinds of predictions are given in terms of what they observe, and this is it is something like a forecasting of events based on the observations and inferences. Framing hypothesis. Hypothesis is a statement which is given by the student. It is facing their hypothesis. So it is an educated guess that is tested experimentally. For example, if then statements are a good way for students to phrase their hypothesis. The formulation of a hypothesis is a key skill in scientific method. For example, coronavirus COVID-19 is dangerous, contagious virus as it causes symptoms similar to pneumonia and also is fatal in some cases. So we are giving a statement based upon different kinds of occurrences which are there in throughout the world. So based on this we are giving some kind of a judgment. This statement is framing hypothesis. So different kinds of statements are being given according to the observations being made. So as in this case, this statement was pertaining to the virus, which is a dangerous contagious virus. That means it is spreading from person to person and it has symptoms similar to cold, pneumonia, and also it causes death in some cases. So these are the important process skill related to framing hypothesis. Another important process skill is drawing inferences. So when we say the term inference, it means drawing some kind of conclusion, or an inference is a logical thought process to show a relationship between two or more observations combined with past experiences. Science seeks to identify relationships between phenomena using inferences. For example, we are drawing inferences of the result of plant cell being put in and out of distilled water. So when we are putting the plant cell in distilled water and then removing from the distilled water, we are finding the change in the plant cell. So this kind of inferences is being drawn out. So drawing inferences means we are drawing some kind of a logical thought process and it is showing a relationship between two or more observations based on our experiences. For example, rainy season is a season where there are number of diseases which people catch. For example, people are prone to cold and cough in the period of June to September. So their immune system is prone to get some amount of infections related to cold or cough. So this kind of inferences can be drawn pertaining to the climate or weather. When there is a weather change in summer season, people or children are prone to chicken pox. This kind of inferences can be drawn. So in the present scenario, some kind of inferences related to proper sanitation, proper care with reference to the prevention of the disease can be drawn. So and more immunity, then we can be free from different diseases, or the most dangerous disease in a prevalent time we can free from COVID. When we are having good immunity, we can fight from the disease which is COVID-19. Such kind of inferences can be drawn in the present scenario. So the important process skill here is drawing inferences. Another important process skill is classification, and classification is very important related to botany and zoology, where we are grouping a particular animal or a plant and we are having a systematic classification. We are grouping and placing it. So classifying means sorting or grouping organisms, objects or events according to the like characteristics. Identifying and grouping by patterns or similarities is a skill often used in science. The classification of species in animal kingdom leads from phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. So these are the order which are being followed when a classification is being done. So when a person is being classified, or when animal is being classified, or when a plant is being classified, the order is phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Another important aspect of process skill is controlling variables. In a science experiment, two conditions alike in every way but one are compared to determine the influence of one missing element. In designing and conducting science experiments, students must be able to identify and control the variables in order to determine their effect on the experiment. For example, watering of plant in the experimental group to know the effect of water in sprouting as against having control group where the pot is not watered. So when we are using the process skill as controlling variables, we are involving two sets of experiments where one is the control group and other is the experimental group. And in this particular experiment, there is a control group and there is experimental group where plants are being watered to know the effect of water in sprouting, as against the control group where the seeds are there but it is not watered. So there is a change in the observations of the control and the experimental group where we find the seeds are sprouted when it is being watered. So controlling variables is the important aspect in the process skills, where we are able to know about how by controlling the control group and the experimental group, we are able to know about the experiment, the sequence of experiment in this particular experimentation. So there are number of processes in sciences, and student is supposed to do different kinds of experimentation, and the student is supposed to classify the particular animal or a plant. The student is expected to measure the samples in a proper way in order to ensure the experimentation goes on. The student is supposed to hypothesize the things, and the student is communicating it by writing it proper language, so that they are able to predict and they are able to have the scientific findings. So there are different kinds of process skills, and there is a mention of around 10 scientific process in this particular video, and we have discussed about experimentation, measurement, using time and space relationship, observation, dissection, prediction, framing hypothesis, drawing inferences, classification and controlling controlling variables in our video. So as we know, children learn science through different process skills, and these process skills can be imparted in different kinds of activities when the children is there in the classroom situations, or when the child is there in the laboratory or in the field trips, so that the child is able to get maximum experiences by learning by doing, and the child is able to learn science by doing science, by practically doing the scientific work, such that the child is able to learn science by doing science. As we find, science is learning science is doing science, and the thing which the child learns through experimentation or hands-on experiences, these things are very the child is not able to forget, and the concepts of science are retained for a longer period of time. And once the child is able to do all the things on his own experimentation, the child did not by heart the things, and learning of science is easy for the child and easy for the concepts to remember, and no more a Herculean task. So aims of teaching science is achieved when the child is learning through different kinds of activities based on experimentation, observation, and different kinds of inferences which the child can make, the child can dissect. So these are the different activities which the child can be given, and the teacher's role is to make the student do the activities in order to learn science. So by this I would like to conclude and make learning science a joyful activity where the student is enjoying and doing different experiments. The student is able to question, the student is able to think rationally and develop scientific attitude and make science a joyful learning. Thank you.